This pristine azurite from Sumeb is gradually being replaced by malachite. Malachite appears it may be growing underneath the azurite. 4 different points of consideration are helpful in elucidating the pseudomorph process. Primary malachite vitrates, when broken, show how the
Sorry, folks. I'm just, I'm not sure that it got started at the start. I just want to make sure I go back. I want to make sure that that was the start of the slide. Looked like it was, but maybe I screwed that up.
There are 2.
There we go. Okay, we were, sorry about that. We'll just fire it up and run again. Sorry.
This pristine azurite from Sumeb is gradually being replaced by malachite. Malachite appears it may be growing underneath the azurite. 4 different points of consideration are helpful in elucidating the pseudomorph process. Primary malachite vitrates, when broken, show how the pseudomorph can develop. There are 2 possible nucleation sites for the malachite to begin. One is on the surface of the azurite, and the other is within the azurite. Azurite can continue to grow on the outsides of the large crystal while the interior is pseudomorphing to malachite. Chemical reactions can show how the pseudomorph is nucleated and then grown. 3 separate investigations show the common form the pseudomorph takes. In the current study, only botryoidal malachites were observed in the pseudomorphs. In 2022, Southwood and Cairncross indicated that all of the pseudomorphs observed were botryoidal in nature. In their classic study from 1927, Palache and Lewis indicated that the malachite had a single point of origin with radial growth from that. Presumably, this was a broken botryoidal observed. Broken primary botryoidals through the center of the botryoid indicate the origin of the pseudomorph is typically a small sphere. The radial arrangement of the broken surface of a primary malachite can be used to backtrack to the source of the pseudomorph. Southwood and Cairncross postulated that all of the pseudomorphs started with a single point on the surface of the azurite from some of the defects possibilities. This 7-centimeter azurite crystal shows surface nucleated botryoidal development. This specimen from Bisbee shows a surface nucleated malachite pseudomorph. Surface nucleated pseudomorphs are seldom observed, so I propose a second nucleation site, namely within the azurite matrix contact area. Both of these specimens show nucleation of botryoidal malachites in the azurite matrix contact zone. This specimen shows nucleation of the pseudomorph from the azurite matrix interface and then growing through subsequent botryoidal malachites to reach the surface. Note that the azurites remain pristine. This specimen from Brazil shows numerous balls of azurite. Some of them are pseudomorphed to malachite. Those on the left, the ones on the right are pristine azurites. 3 equations are shown that will help elucidate the possible nucleation of the pseudomorph. Sulfuric acid can be generated from the oxidation of pyrite found in the matrix of the specimen. Sulfuric acid can dissolve azurite and produce copper ions. Malachite can form from copper ions if water and bicarbonate are present. Malachite can produce from azurite if water is added to the azurite, and that will result in malachite and CO2. Because of the greater density of malachite over azurite, porosity is produced in the reaction. The porosity produced can increase the amount of water entering near the interface. The excess water can help displace CO2 from the reaction site. This Sumeb azurite specimen was repaired by rock courier by epoxying the 3 top pieces. After removing the top hat, the top of the base shows 9 distinct botryoidal pseudomorphs. They are surrounded by thin layers of azurite. Note that no surface nucleated malachites were observed. After the epoxy was removed, 2 conjoined botryoidals were found. The lower one formed first and then the upper one, and it reached the tip of the original azurite crystal. After cleaning, the left broken azurite piece from the top hat showed 2 areas of interest. Portions of the original broken surface are revealed by concordal fractures. 2 areas of secondary azurite growth are revealed on this broken piece. This suggests that the outside surface of the azurite can also be growing at the same time. Surface nucleated botryoidals are rarely found on these pseudomorphs. Most of these pseudomorphs are nucleated within the matrix azurite contact area. Azurite can continue to grow on the outside surfaces of the azurite crystal while the pseudomorph is growing within the crystal. I suggest that the top hat specimen could be considered as the Rosetta Rock azurite to malachite pseudomorphs because of all the features present in this specimen. Any and all comments and suggestions for improvements or corrections are welcome. Thank you very much.